The views and opinions of the host and of the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of the show, Otaku Play PH, and of Global TV Network.
Let's talk about your favorite anime. Rate, discuss, and theorize on your favorite episodes. Stan your favorite Pinoy cosplayers and listen to Pinoy J-pop rising icons. In partnership with Global TV Network and Otaku Play PH, we're now bringing you the latest in everything anime with Animazing Show. With your hosts, Ralph Labitag, IK Divina, and Jay Agonoy. Animazing Show! Okay, we're live! Ayan, alright. Welcome to this week's Animazing Show. My name is Jay Agonoy.
And this is IK Divina. Ayan, Jay, kamusta naman ang iyong Sunday morning?
Sunday morning, what is Sunday morning? Gusto ko magpahinga. Alright, okay. We start a bit late. As we said earlier, we're going to schedule our Animazing Show every 4:30 in the afternoon. So, within that time, standby lang tayo. For now, let's greet our first comment. Sabi niya, ang tagal naman. Pasensya na po. Medyo na-delay lang. Of course, hindi pa rin po nawawala ang technical difficulties, pero we want to make this one a good one. Kasi naman sa maghahirap kami, hindi pa kami ready. It's better to be safe than to be sorry. Alright.
Yes,
So,
of course.
on behalf of Ralph Abita, who's still doing his work, mas lagari siya sa akin ngayon. And we still wish him all the best. Babalik ka rin. Yan sasabi ko, siguro yan magiging ritual natin. Ralph, babalik ka rin. Okay, so Jacob Shelter, good afternoon to you. And now, by the way, IK, kumusta ka naman?
Oh, yeah. Yes, actually, still adjusting to the new year. Actually, kasi first new work and then new contents, preparing, ang daming preparations for new releases, and then catching up as well. So of course, catching up sa mga kakatapos na anime na hinintay ko muna matapos bago ako mag binge watch. And of course, hindi pa rin makaget over sa chapter 136 ng Attack on Titan manga. Of course, no spoilers. So iyak na lang kayo, yun lang.
For someone who has not yet read or has stopped watching Attack on Titan like me, I leave it to the populace na lang on what they want to talk about. Sige, let's have some ice cold water muna. But for now, what do we do now?
Animazing news na, Jay. But of course, before we start our new segment, please do follow our Facebook pages, Keysakes by Jay on Facebook and Jay Agonoy on Twitter, and at episode.mgg for my Facebook page, and Next Genre Girl for Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and Wattpad. Yun na naman, of course. So let's go with the Animazing news.
Since we're having technical difficulties nga, we'll go back to the news recap. Again, Kaguya-sama live action will have its sequel. So again, this is Kana Hashimoto and the cast of Kaguya-sama. They will be having it around sometime around February. And among other events, Kimetsu no Yaiba's Kimetsu Matsuri is nakalagay dito, postponed eh. Yeah. As far as I've checked on the guide, Pero aside from Kimetsu Matsuri, Hololive Bloom, from its plan to have a live audience by lottery, this is in Tokyo, no? And they decided that they will do this the same way they did with Hololive Fest second, which is Beyond the Stage, which is again virtual audience. So walang audience po for Hololive Bloom and Kimetsu Matsuri. Some movie screenings are canceled. Evangelion, the upcoming Evangelion movie, which supposed to be screened, hindi rin po natuloy dahil sa state of emergency dulot ng COVID-19 pandemic. And tumataas na naman po ang kaso ng COVID-19 sa Tokyo. So that's as far as we we check. And then on the next one, again, the Promised Neverland will have its own official game app. So we'll wait for further details. And Takehiko Inoue tweets from his Twitter account na Slam Dunk will have a movie. Hashtag Slam Dunk movie. Now, let's get back to IK. IK, you still there? Okay. Kumusta connection
Ayun.
mo? May
Naghang yung
pinagalitan ka ba?
laptop ko. Oh my gosh.
Wait. Okay. Pagalitan mo yung browser mo, kumakain na naman ng RAM.
Oo nga eh.
All right. Okay. So that would be for the news. And thank you very much, Ike, for providing us the deets. And now we move on to the longest part of today's episode, which is the Animazing community.
Yeah.
Ayan, ano? So again, we'll go back to this tweet from earlier. So pinakita natin to. This is Fenyo. Isa siya sa mga illustrators. So nalock na yung account niya and he checked kasi may material siya na infringing on copyright. You know, there is a problem with Shueisha's Twitter DMCA. Ang dami nito na people are panicking over this.
Yeah.
So what's your observation so far?
Actually, this is actually not quite surprising at all. Given the implementation of the new copyright law in Japan, I didn't I expected that things like this would happen. However, I didn't think lang na it would happen like quite quickly, diba? I actually expected, sabi ko, probably for mga probably second half na yan dyan na magsa-start yung mga nagta-take down ng mga, for example, websites or maybe yung mga copyright infringements on for mga arts, yung mga pictures with mga pictures na may anime and everything. It's something that dun yung part na nagulat ako. So I didn't expect things would go to this extent, kumbaga. Yung even anime, yung mga profile pictures ng mga anime characters, especially yung mga under Shueisha, for example, yung mga One Piece and everything. Pero yun
One Piece. And ano pa yung mga IP, mga titles na published by Shueisha?
Mostly most of them are from yung mga famous anime na talaga eh. Yung mga very much mainstream, not only in Japan but also around the world, especially here in the Philippines. Yung lalo na yung mga lumaki, yung mga under ng mga batang 90s, kumbaga. Most especially yung mga fans as well, yung mga very much fans of this specific anime. Sobrang dami ng cover ng Shueisha. I couldn't even mention Pero siguro I guess there's too many of them na
There's so many kasi they are powerhouse talaga. Powerhouse talaga sila. Okay, My Hero Academia, I think it's Shueisha din. Gintama is Shueisha. So, some people are speculating about this na para hinand over lang ni Shueisha sa third-party bot yung pag-request ng mga DMCA takedowns. Again, Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Through that act, you can request a platform to take down content that is infringing on your copyright.
Yes.
There have been many requests sa Twitter for that. Pero this one is of a different beast. Kasi talagang mas, ang laki ang dami ng ginawa ni Shueisha dito eh. Even affecting, like, again, as sinasabi ko sa inyo, again, we showed this tweet from Fenyo, di ba, IK? So, kahit mismo yung mismong illustrator for Dragon Ball, an employee of Shueisha, talagang di pinalampas dito. So, marami pang DMCA requests eh. Isa pa dyan is yung, ipahaging ko lang, yung pag-suspend uli sa, this is not the second time, or rather, tama, this is the second time Twitter has suspended virtual YouTuber Okami Mio's Twitter account.
Yes.
So, ang daming chilling effects lang. The only chilling effect that we approve of is that one guy. We will not mention this because this is not a political show. That one guy there in the States who has so much power and so talkative on Twitter that he was suspended on not just Twitter but other platforms as well. Let's set that aside. That's the only good news that we have for Twitter. The rest of the news that we have right here, nakikita nyo po, is bad DMCA requests. So,
Yes.
uh, yun nga, no? These are wild times, very wild times. So, mabalik tayo sa ating discussion. No? Another topic that we're going to talk about is just recently, Senator Vicente Soto III
Yes.
has stated in his petition or his filing of request to grant the television network ABS-CBN another franchise, a fresh franchise rather, no? Ang sabi niya is that yung pinapanood niyang balita, may anime na. Backtracking to this story kasi, there are times, of course, wala ng ABS-CBN on free TV, so kulang na kulang information. That is proven during the calamity of Typhoon Ulysses ba yun? Bagyong Ulysses.
Yes.
So, this Ulysses, ang nangyari, wala tayong kabali-balita sa Cagayan. Wala pa rin kabali-balita sa Cagayan until now.
Yes.
Cagayan Valley, I'm saying, on the north, oo. Pero at that time, walang communication. So even in Marikina and all, kumbaga kulang na kulang yung communication trickling down. So that's the first straw. And the second one is GMA network. So sila na lang natitirang major station from the big
Yes.
two. We can consider TV5 pero as much as I can say, yung reach ng TV5, it has not yet reached to the point na parang it can be considered as an alternative to ABS-CBN. What it does its best. The problem is yung channel, yung news channel ng GMA, which is Channel 27 on Channel 27 na siya from the former Channel 11, GMA News TV. Hindi pa sila makadecide kung anong format na gagawin nila, and yet they're releasing shows that are unrelated to news. Just this
Yes.
year or before the new year starts, ina-announce ng GMA yung mga bago nilang programs. And on GMA News TV, with emphasis on news, may papalabas sila ng mga series that's unrelated to news.
Oh.
And setting that aside, may
Big
pinu-
him, di ba? Big him.
'di ba? They are planning to do something, hindi lang nila magawa yung how do they brand this channel. For once, GMA News TV has been a staple of it's been like around more or less 10 years. Kasi 10 taon ng Action TV when it was I think it's around 10 years na since Action TV had broadcasted this channel 41, that's TV5. And natatandaan ko yan kasi yung 92.3 News FM is reaching its 10th year anniversary by this year ba or by this year or last year. So mga dekada na itong mga to naging staple na and they're trying to change the format ever again. What's happened with the news? So ang pinakapunto dito, dahil sa ginawa ng GMA, and they are very indecisive about this, is that napansin ni Tito Sen, nahati yung schedule ng DZWB blocked in the morning. WB sa News TV was supposed to be from 6 in the morning up to 12 in the afternoon. Ngayon, it's 6 in the morning up to 9 a.m., 10.
Yes. Actually,
And then,
before,
and then,
maabot lang siya ng 9, gano'n. They usually end at 9.
Nowadays, and after 9 a.m., anime agad. Doon nagreklamo si Senator Tito Soto, and at the same time, Senator Nancy Binay agreed to what Senator Soto is saying. The problem is, if you're using anime to file a fresh franchise sa ABS-CBN, okay, wala tayong problema dyan. The problem is, you're using anime as an excuse. Anime should not be an excuse at all. Bakit kami nadadamay? Patay na ang anime industry sa terrestrial TV. Mantakin nyo. Again, TV5 had its anime mega block on prime time.
Yes.
Hindi pa
they did.
nakikipag-compete sa
Ulit
Big
ano,
Two. Di ba?
Ano
Prime
yun?
time yun. Ang anime ka sabay na
that's
sabay with
prime
prime time news yan. Di ba?
5:30 sakto. On its
Sa akin, 6.
pioneer on its release back in around 2000, around its 2009 back in series release, laging around 5 or 5:30 magsisimula ang mga anime. Right before the news.
Sa akin,
Exactly
alas
right
6 eh. Kasi 6 to, ano ba yun? 6 to 8, mga ganun.
Around 7,
Parang that
mga
time.
ganun.
Oo.
7 ganun.
Eh, wala nang
Isa
ganun
pa nga
ngayon.
ano eh. Isa pa nga ano eh, before right like mauna mo na yung news and then right after that anime agad dire-diretso yun hanggang gabi. Ganun yung
That
naging
was
next block nila.
2001. 2001 yon when Saksi was on primetime news TV. Hindi pa siya yung yung late night news, right? So GMA has had its success airing anime on primetime. Lupanda Third, ano pa ba? Ang pinaka natatandaan ko doon, TextTube Lupanda Third and all. This is 2021. Things have changed. People needed more information. People are getting older and older. And dahil kulang nga sa balita, marami nangyayari mga insidente na hindi natin alam. And we can easily get distracted. Internet can do so much. Terrestrial TV is still the preferred communication platform. Terrestrial TV above all else. Radio on second, internet online on the third. And mantakin ninyo, this move by GMA, their very hesitant decision to actually brand their Channel 27, what it is right now, has led to this consequence. Okay, sabihin natin magpasalamat tayo kasi si Senator, mga Senator na ito, wala silang kasalanan still the fault of GMA. Kung may kasalanan ng dalawang Senator natin, it's the fact that they use anime as a reason. Patay na ang anime sa terrestrial TV. We're only getting reruns and reruns and reruns of anime that's safe for work, safe for kids, approved by the Movie Television Review and Classification Board. Anime nowadays, in Japan, right now, makikita nyo, it's not that fit for kids nowadays. So anime has changed. Stop treating it like it's still cartoons. Mga boomers na nagtatrato ng mga ganyan. Alright? Now,
okay.
So, sinasabi natin, anime should not be an excuse. Ito talaga mahaba talaga usapan na ito allow me to cool down, take my drink, and check the comments. So, sabi dito ni Jacob said, it's just a reminder that this senator sang the theme song of Voltes 5 for the movie Swing It Baby. And,
May was reminded. Sobrang sobrang naging trendy. Sobrang naging yun. I actually remember watching it on YouTube one time. It was like, whoa there.
Allow me to pull this one from Shar. Nasanay na ako na dati may double B sa News TV kahit hapon na. Tapos gulat na lang ako may K-pop at may anime reruns recently. They are view baiting. So,
okay.
During the pandemic.
Actually, that's something. Yeah, that's actually something that it's just something na nakakagula in terms of this in terms of this pandemic. On normal circumstances naman, di ba? We wouldn't really mind. We're also looking for entertainment. So also looking for something na that would divert us from all the stress that all this bad news na binibigay sa atin. Pero on a pandemic where information is even more needed. And then happen na nagkaroon ng K-pop and anime reruns, of course. As a K-pop fan, I will say something. Also a K-pop fan, okay. Yung actually when I checked GMA nung nalaman kong nagkakaroon sila ng K-pop reruns, especially on mga music core, yung mga for example, MCAM, mga music shows sila in Korea.
you're actually just, alam mo yun, reruns lang of previous comebacks of previous groups. So, sabi ko, bakit parang nirerun na lang nila? Alam na nila ng karamihan, why would they flash it on TV? Yun, para saan yun, di ba? Pero, sadly, yun eh. Minsan talaga, totoo yung view baiting. They're just doing it like for the ratings na. Kasi because there are also, minsan most of the information that we can get nasa net na eh, to be honest. Even the news na ganyan, even the news, they're also free on the internet. However, not everyone can access it, especially nung nagkaroon ng Typhoon Ulysses, where everyone was not even prepared. Even the ones in Cagayan, I was really surprised that this was happening right in the middle of a pandemic. Walang enough preparations for anything. Everyone was panicking. Everyone was losing hope. Kumbaga, ano yun? Bigla na lang nung nagkaroon ng pandemic, nawala yung kabuhayan, and then right when nawalang information like news ganyan, nawala ABS. Yung tapos nagkaroon ng bagyong Ulysses. Nawala ulit yung mga pinaghirapan nila during the pandemic, 'di ba? So, and then
the context of it is that GMA now has multiple channels.
Yes.
Kasi on digital TV, on GMA, on digital TV, GMA, the main, GMA News TV, the GNTV, and then Halipop, and then they partnered with the Department of Education for DepEd TV. They have other channels that's left. And then they have their one seg. Pag sinabing one seg, that's the channel fit for mobile users. You can watch GMA one seg. Pag may one seg yan, sabihin, if you have a digital TV receiver on your phone, or if you bought their GMA now, saksak mo lang yan, you can now watch GMA on your mobile phone.
Actually, okay. Actually, it was pretty much weird then, eh, 'di ba? During the trial on the franchise of ABS-CBN, right before it was shut down, there were already promotions on GMA7 about the for the box.
It's a coincidence. I think it's a coincidence.
Coincidence siya, pero yun nga. It was bigla siya naging hype when nagkaroon na ng issues break. Kasi before it was already even before the pandemic happened, nagkakaroon na ng promotions for the box. And then on the flip side, right when after the shutdown what happened, nagkaroon ng nag-increasing sales kumbaga for the box. And then eventually during this time they took it opportunity yun for them to raise their ratings eh. And then then this happened na nagkaroon ng hesitations, nagkaroon ng pagiging indecisiveness, and this was the result na nagkakaroon meron ng petition for the renewal of ABS-CBN, and then this topic na anime should not be an excuse. Yung nagkakaroon ng yung sudden turnout ng events was pretty much overwhelming for some. And the mere fact na nadamay tayo, nananahimik tayo.
Nananahimik na yung anime community. And then you will see this puro anime sa TV. It's very clear that Senator Tito Soto was watching GMA News TV when he suddenly saw anime on it. He was watching Double B sa News TV. Sinong senador ang hindi manonood ng balita sa umaga when he needed the information the most, especially kung may deliberation ng hearings? We get that. The one we need to blame here, Soto has just put anime as a casualty. By the way, Jacob said, don't forget your Heart of Asia. Pero moving on, the fact that it's very clear, it's clear as daylight. Kasi wala namang morning news on TV aside from GMA News TV and one PH ng TV5 which is already available on digital TV.
Yes.
Yun lang naman eh. It's between Mike Enriquez and Ted Filon. Now, bakit mahati pa yung oras para doon sa balita sa GMA News TV? People, may plano ang GMA to rebrand Channel 27 instead of doing a separate news channel or instead of leaving it as GMA News TV. Okay? This is after all, alam naman natin na NCAA is now on GMA. GMA is the new home of the National Collegiate Athletics Association. So, really now, ito pa, yun nga, di ba? Kung gusto nyo ibalik yung channel to, kung gusto nyo ibalik yung DOS, do it by all means. There's freedom in it.
Please do.
There's freedom to do so. Pero wag naman sana hindi sana naging dahilan ang anime na nananahimik kami dito. We are a niche market.
Sa Netflix ang kami nanonood.
Nandun lang sa Netflix lahat ng mga anime fans. They have cash, they have internet. Go to Netflix, go to the streaming sites. Nananahimik na yung mga nanonood sa Netflix, and then the senator will call and will shout anime as the reason kung bakit nila babalik tong bill na to. Wala tayong problema, babalik na yung bill nila. Walang problema dyan eh. The problem is that yun yung naging rason. And that reason was because of GMA's indecisiveness. Kapuso pa naman ako. Kawawa naman kayo. Kawawa naman tayo, pre. My God.
And of course, I like to add, it's actually pretty weird, no? For once in a lifetime of, once in our lifetime, news and anime were suddenly associated with each other.
It's not coincidence.
No, it's not going to come, diba? Parang, wait. Why associate with it with anime, eh? Diba? Like, for example, ano purpose ng anime, diba? First and foremost, what yung purpose ng anime?
Anime is entertainment.
Yes. What is news? Information, diba?
Information.
Yes. Ayun. So, technically, they're two separate things, diba? So, why would you use anime as an, parang, actually, it was just actually, I could, based on his statement, was taking an example, pero it was pretty much alarming yung example niya, to be really honest, diba? To be really honest.
Oh, diba? Okay, we'll have the comments muna, no? Pull up lang tayo ng comments. As Jacob also stresses this, kasi there's also cartoons on CNN Philippines in the morning block, Saturday morning block. That's a slow news day, which is Cartoon Network, and CNN and Cartoon Network are sister companies, by the way. So Warner Media yan, mga yan. I think Warner or Turner. Cartoon Network is Time Warner din yata. And yun nga. Ito si Zim. GMA should also blame for we agree with the same idea. We blaming GMA for their indecisiveness kung talagang i-reformat nila ang Channel 27 kasi nag-add na sila ng Heart of Asia, Halipop. Okay, we have the Asian pop fans and then the K-pop fanatics, and then we have GMA the main, and then we have DepEd TV. May slots pa po kayo to form a separate offshoot. Hindi ko sinasabing anime channel. Let anime stay on the internet. It's thriving there. It's thriving there. Even on this Marketplace podcast that I've listened to, hindi na kumbaga parang on Japanese television, sure, let's not kumbaga set that aside. Yung sinasabi natin, there are only a few stations that air anime. And kaya ako sasabi na we are a niche. This is why I'm declaring anime is a niche market. Anime is a privilege. Kumbaga, it's not a right sa akin. Kasi we've gone through this far na to talk about piracy and all, and ito yun nga going back to Zim, bago tayo magpatuloy, GMA, we blame GMA for this. Yung ang masama dito, okay, we all agree with what Ronan is saying. Anime, they're using it as a scapegoat. So, Soto commits a hate crime. So, hindi naman, again, it's not, i-level ko lang. It's not a hate crime.
Yeah, some
We
hate
are a
crimes.
minority, yes, but it's not a
Outside the
hate
bounds
crime.
of hate
It's
crime.
not even a war crime, sir.
Oh yeah, no,
Pero
that's
yun
not
nga,
either.
dati, di ba, pasensya na ay kaya, I'm having too
Yeah, it's okay,
much,
it's okay.
eh,
Yeah, go
ang
lang.
saya
Ayan.
magalit sa Facebook because when you say something that you really meant to say angrily, you post it on Facebook, stress the point, makikita mo, nagtataasan yung mga shares dyan. Ang saya magalit sa Facebook. Thank you, Facebook algorithm. #sarcasm. Visit kayo. Alright. Hero TV died in vain. Hero TV
Ouch.
died in vain.
Oh,
Wala.
I
Diba?
remember, yeah.
Kahit na sabihin yung Hudas TV ang mga yan, Hero TV died in vain because it was a gateway for the anime fans of today. Yung mga
Yes.
lumaki sa Hero TV, hindi natin malilimutan ng Hero TV. It stayed on for 12, 13 years and it was shut down due to, well, basically financial decisions, which is sad. Pero it got replaced naman by a digital sub-channel called Yay, which is ABS-CBN pa rin yun. When they were airing Cardcaptor Sakura, you decided na shut down na tong network na to. So, it's done for. It's done for. So, sana napunta yung Cardcaptor Sakura. Where's the second episode of Cardcaptor Sakura? Really now. Okay, let's say na maraming kasalanan ng ABS-CBN that they warranted that happened to them. Not without
Yes,
that happened to them because there's a reason.
yes, they did. There's always a reason for everything naman eh, di ba?
There's always a reason for everything. Natatanggap na ganito yung rason kung bakit riled up na naman tayo. So, back to Zim. The only thing that pissed him off with the statement of the senators is that a bunch of movie blocks and Asian dramas that News TV currently airs, ang ending kasalanan ng anime. So, again, this indecision by GMA Network, I'm repeating it the third time, sana makita nyo itong pinagsasabi namin na, is that you could have handed over News TV to the DZWB team. They could have expanded it like with ABS-CBN's Teleradio.
Yes.
You didn't. You didn't. Instead, it was off your minds na sports that you could have a separate NCAA channel like PBA Rush. You could have a separate offshoot nahiwalay sa News TV. But then you decided na let's reformat News TV into something else without renaming them as something else.
Actually, there could have been a DZBB channel eh, di ba? There could have been like sole channel for DZWB, but no, we didn't.
No. So, regardless of your opinion against or with in favor of, or against of ABS-CBN, well, setting aside yan, I set that aside. Ang paki ko, anime should not be used as an excuse. So, IK, naparami na ako na sasabihin. We'll close this segment off and thank you sa mga nag-comment. Thank you for being there. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for believing with us. And to, pahabol lang kay Zim. GMA is lying low because they think that competition is not there, pero their competition is there. Huwag kayong pakampante sa inyo and the audience is still there. If you think that you don't believe in this opinion right now, you think of us as a minority audience, mag-survey kayo dyan. Mag-marketing research kayo dyan. Let the people know what, just ask the people what they think of your network. Yes. We're supposed to be, ang ganda-ganda ng lineup eh. You know, GMA News TV just extended their block time during the pandemic na wala talagang ka-block time. Umabot siya up to like 6:30. Yung unang run nila na umere uli ang GMA News TV after things have subsided na kahit pa paano, na balance na. Kasi pandemic, nag-shutdown sila eh. Nag-limit ng programming si GMA, di ba?
Yes,
kasi nga, may stay-at-home order tayo. In the US, they call it a stay-at-home order. In the Philippines, we call it community quarantine.
Yes.
Di ba? Yung it goes on and on until they decided na, okay, sige, maglagay tayo ng mga news programs dito. Of course, baka wala na sila mailabas sa program, so they added in Korean drama reruns. They could have added more shows from DCW right there, but it's not my decision that's being followed. It's theirs. It's their management, and kasalanan nila, accountable sila sa kung ano reklamo ni Senator Tito Soto, who is one of the hosts of
For
Eat
Itbulaga.
Bulaga, which is also their black timer yan, mind you. Kahit ang pinopromote nila sa new show is still a black timer. It's still a black timer
Yes,
to me.
they did.
Ayan, napapalakas ng boses ko. I'm really riled up. So, thank you
It's
very much for
okay.
listening, Ms. Elvira Gomez. And again, to cap this off, Attorney Felipe Gozon is basically Coach Anzay. The lines of connected. We call him
Going
Coach
to the next.
Anzay for a reason.
Yes, they
Not just,
did.
yeah, di ba? Alright, sige. IK, I'll move, I yield to you, IK.
Okay. So, okay. Jay, balik ka! Jay, balik ka. I need to
What?
hear anyway. Diyan ka
Oh,
lang.
nandito
Balik
ka.
ka.
I'm here. Oh, nandito lang ako.
Balik ka.
Oo
Balik
nga,
ka.
okay, sige.
Balik ka. Kailangan ko sasabihin eh. Kasi,
Sige, sige, go.
how can I say this? I like to end this something, end something, like, for,
Hmm.
ano ba to? Paano ba to? Actually, upon processing everything, talaga mapapa-speechless ka na lang on thinking some things, This Animazing community has made me think about a lot of things, diba? Especially about the
Diba?
entertainment industry, the TV,
Diba?
yung tinasabi nating very, which is a very, talagang, kahit even in business, it's a really essential need, diba? And na magkaroon ng sinasabi natin above the line, kumbaga, yung sinasabi natin
Oo.
media, TV,
Mm-mm.
radio, print, kumbaga, most of them. Marami talaga, even mo, marirealize mo na lang. Marami, kahit even though the rise of the internet has been a great necessity for a lot of us. Not all of us can access it. Sadly, diba? We can really, there are some na meron na nahihirapan eh. Meron nahihirapan sa internet, meron nabubwisit sa, sa mga providers. Meron ding, di ba? No, di ba? So, where would they rely? Try media pa rin, di ba? So,
Oo.
the need for information, we here at Animation Show, we realize the people's need, especially the anime fans need for information. Kaya may new segment kami, di ba? May new segment
Hindi naman sa
tayo.
kami commentary show dito, guys.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we realize na, we do recognize na kailangan nila ng information. We do need information. And we really support. Kung mabalik man ang ABS-CBN and Free TV, we are all in support for that. Of course, not only because it would help a lot of people, especially the ones na hindi nakakapag-access ng internet, but also for people who have been working there. Kasi po mga daming tao na nawalan ng trabaho sa ABS-CBN. Di ba?
Yung 11,000 din, hindi kasalanan ng 11,000 na yun kung ano yung nasa top management, kung ano yung ginagawa ng top management.
Yes.
So nowadays, ang information is broken down to pieces. Some retrenched personnel ng regional news groups ng ABS-CBN, they're building their own regional news groups as well. Mga RNG Luzon, NewsX, sa ba yun? Bacolod ba yun?
Sub-channels, everywhere else na
Oo.
kailangan makarelease ng information, nandun yun. Okay.
Yes,
okay, of course.
Yes.
Ito lagi sinasabi sa akin ito sinasabi sa akin ng dati ko katrabaho eh. All of us, and even in the working side, and on the workforce, kumbaga, we just have to do our jobs because we have got mouths to feed, diba? Bills to pay. Kumbaga, kung ano man yung naging decision ng management, wala silang doon eh. Minsan nagugulat na nga sila, minsan doon memo pa lang yung management eh. And it's actually a common thing in most companies. Even not only the entertainment industry, but everywhere, diba? Everywhere, diba? Kahit sa anong business niya, magkakaroon talaga na sudden so decision sa management na magugulat ka na lang, hindi ba? Like, yung ito hindi pala to pwede, diba? Mga ganun. Other thing, okay, so ayun, we recognize the new information. Second, ma-realize mo na lang how information and entertainment are two separate things. Two, they're literally two separate things, diba? Diba? Kasi anime is for internet, internet tuloy. Entertainment. So they bring joy, they bring positive vibes, they bring yung mga lessons, for example. For example, sa mga drama, anime, maybe movies, marami pang iba. And then there's information, documentaries, news shows, yung mga sinasabi nating yung mga nasa in between, yung mga lifestyle shows, yung mga informative lifestyle shows. And yung marami pang iba. So I didn't think na yung information and entertainment shouldn't be associated much with each other. Kumbaga let their purposes be on their purpose. Kumbaga, let their purpose be in line with each other. Kung ano man yung role ng news 'yun. Kung anong role ng entertainment, yun yung role ng entertainment. And they shouldn't they're like parang tawag dito yung principle ng magnets, 'di ba, Jay?
Principle of
ng magnets, if they're similar poles, they nag-aano sila, 'di ba? They
law of attraction.
Separate. Pag they're opposites, they attract. So, yun. So, you don't, 'di ba? Everyone doesn't have to associate things with entertainment. Let entertainment be, 'di ba?
Also, and let this be definitely.
Let this be definitely. Let the consumers, let your viewers decide what they want to do with what they want to do. If they want to be informed, if they want to be entertained, that's their decision.
Pero although I have to cut you on that, kasi sometimes it's the networks that will decide the fate or the mindset, injecting into the mindsets. Kasi yun naman talaga is aside from being the media conduit, they're also the trendsetters. They set trends, meaning kung ano man desisyon na magawa nila dito sa Channel 27 na ito, kung ano man yung magawa nila dito, in the end, sila pa rin naman magdedesisyon. It will be a matter of time to determine if they won this thing or lose this thing.
Yes.
Hindi natin alam but let's see it a few years time if they finally change or rebrand their channel para hindi na to News TV at para hindi naman this whole confusion has led us to talk for 30, 40, 50 minutes of here. Nagsasayang tayo ng laway dito pero hindi tayo nagsasayang talaga ng laway dito. We're stressing a point. Everyone, this is the time we have this is the time that you have to be informed about these facts. Kasi most of you mababasa nyo, okay, anime, they're blaming anime o may anime ba sa GMA? Ilan lang. Pero ang sinasabi ko, anime sa News TV. News TV should be News TV to me.
That's another thing. Actually another thing that I would have to say. Kasi diba, if they're on the business sabi, bigyan ko kayo ng business tip. If you're going to build a business, I'm sure meron nagkaplano magkaroon ng business chat. Put your product where the audience need, where on the group on the audience that they need your product the most. Who you think that they need your product the most? So if you're so anything that if you put it in the wrong market, talaga magkakaroon ka ng consequences dyan. And that's what's happening right now with GMA News TV. There's supposed to be a news channel, but then ayun yung nangyari.
May iba pa silang plano na hindi natin alam because they're not rebranding yet.
Yes.
So hintayin natin mag-branding tong GMA News TV na to, and until that time, tatandaan natin ang kasalanan ng GMA Network.
Yes, that's true. Actually
Anime Nation. Sila pa yung anime authority at the time. Anime Nation, di ba? Remember that tombstone?
Yeah.
Remember that tombstone? Yun. Yung mangyayari sa atin if we don't remember these times. We will just be set in stone, forgotten in vain. Sige, cut na natin to.
Actually, there's nothing,
Sige.
Nothing. Kasi ano last thing siguro, um, there's nothing siguro, yung what you sow, this is a very what you sow is what you reap. Kung ano yung magiging decisions mo, kung ano yung magiging decisions mo, yun yung consequences doon. Cause and effect, kumbaga. It's actually also in English, in an English subject. Cause and effect. So every cause may an effect yan. The third law of motion, for every action, there's an opposite reaction. And that's what's happening right now, of course. Yung, everything right now has been ito na naging turnout and naging decision ng GMA releasing things that they are not yet in line with their specific branding. Ayan, yung tinatawag nating branding dyan. Yung kung ano yung purpose kung ano yung purpose ng TV, nagiging taliwas na siya sa kung ano yung identity ng mismong brand ng GMA News TV. Wala tuloy ako. Sorry.
Yeah. Balik tayo sa identity, sa branding ng JMU's TV. So, they're
Yes.
doing decisions that are not
Then,
reflecting the brand. So, what happens to that?
of course. Ayun. Second is, kung if before let this be a lesson na for people. If you're going to release something, make sure everything's finalized before you do your rebranding. At minsan, di ba, at least abisuhan mo man lang kung sino yung mga kailangan abisuhan before you do your rebranding. Kung hindi pa siya clear, why would you launch it? Diba?
Well, that's a problem, Kaya nga, the problem here is that they've released new shows without telling the people ano na bang purpose nitong Channel 27 na ito.
Yung rebranding, yes. They didn't even disclose anything. Diba? Basta na lang nangyari.
Diba, labas na lang. O sige, labas natin ito sa Channel 27, sa News TV. I don't want to call it News TV anymore I don't want to call it News TV anymore. It's an offshoot of
Channel
GMA na lang.
Sorry.
Channel 27 na lang. Kaya nga. So, okay, going back to Jacob, he feels sorry why the progress to transition to digital TV took so many time and there are many time constraints. Yes. Yan yung mga pinag-uusapan namin mga television pundits sa isang group na PHTV group, So, really, yun lang naman sa akin yung that's our opinion. Hindi pa rin kami yung masusunod, but at best, you know what's up.
Yes.
All right, IK, I yield back to you.
Yeah, actually, okay na rin ako
Okay.
To be honest, diba? Ano mo yan diba? I also may takeaways yun. Let this be a lesson for everyone. If wag niyo, kahit paano naman, diba? Kahit paano, diba? There's something that you have learned from the issue at hand. Yung pinag-usapan namin ngayon ni Jay, let this be a lesson in it. So, in case that if something happened to you that's quite similar to quite similar, especially for nanonood dyan ng mga business professionals, ay kaway sa inyo to small business owners, especially yung mga nagki-cater in the anime community, nagki-cater sa anime community. Let us be a reminder na. Let us be a reminder to you as well. And of course, yung anime is not an excuse. You will reiterate it again. Please pag yan information and entertainment.
Hayaan nyo na kami. Tupayan nyo na kami.
There's two separate things.
Oo.
Really
and while
separate things. And
while you think, that's different things, different purposes, different strokes for different folks. And while you think that we are the smartest people around, we have people smarter than us who are already setting the trends. So I hope, above all this, hindi lang naman kami ang end all be all dito. We will also learn from those smart people who have innovated the scene, who have made this place better, who have made this landscape better, no? So, IK, we'll wrap this off. We have we have seconds left to end the show. Anong playlist natin ngayon?
Actually, for the Animazing music right now, alam ko nami-miss nyo ang kulit at kakita ng ating Pinoy VTuber na si Doremi. So we will be featuring her first song cover video, which is entitled Ayanos Theory of Happiness, which was originally sung by a Vocaloid named IA. Of course, the Ayanos Happiness Theory was actually part of the Mekaku City Actors Vocaloid song series, which was turned into an anime adaptation.
yung Mexico City Actors. If you haven't watched Mexico City Actors yet, I think you should. I
I love it.
really recommend you should watch it.
I love it.
Watch it.
Watch it.
Anyway,
Watch it.
watch it. So before we conclude, Jay, meron ka mga announcements?
Okay, sige. Play muna natin yung animazing music natin, alright?
Anyway, sige. Let's play it.
Ayan, okay. So, nasa ibang window pala yung ating segment, ano? Alright, okay, sige. Ayan, sige, announcements. Wala tayong announcements ngayon. Okay, do you have announcements?
Now. Anyway, first and foremost, I would like to thank everyone sa pakikinig sa amin ni Jay. I know this has been a rowdy episode for all of us. It's a very ano ba? Parang masasabi to, very unexpected and expected topic.
Bilis naman, daming balita ngayon, ha?
Pero yun nga, at first sabi ko, bakit parang pag-uusapan namin to, parang hindi. Pero, but we still did, and I'm really glad that we did. Anyway, here's...
Ito yung mga moments na now you know.
Yes, now you know.
見えた顔で僕は化け物だから私はつけるそんなことはないよって真っ赤な色は主人公の色だから怯えていなくてもいいんだよ面白いこと悩んでは今日もお姉ちゃんぶってほら見ていて赤いマフラー巻きつけた秘密組織みたい茜色染めて始めよう小さなヒーローのふりだけど少しでもまた笑えたらで今日も家族でいよう幸せの願う先にある未来がどれだけ悲しくてもこのことは秘密だよ楽しくて日が沈んだ
Yan po. Follow, subscribe to Doremi channel on YouTube. Although she's much more active on twitch.tv/Doremi Art. So, yeah, okay. We've spent another day together here on the Animazing Show. Salamat uli for taking your time to join us. Again, IK, you can find IK on social media. Please.
Yeah, of course. Okay, once again, keepsakes at J on Facebook and Twitter. And of course, at official.mgg and Mixtrunner Girl. And of course, plug ko rin, Ralph's Playground and Ralph PG on YouTube and Facebook. And, miss ka namin, Ralph. Seriously.
Babalik ka rin.
Babalik ka rin. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So that wraps up the Animazing Show. Thank you very much for watching live on Facebook, on Global TV Network, on Keepsakes, and Otaku Play PH. On behalf of the Animazing Show, with Ike Divina, this has been Jay Agonoy. Signing off. See you next week.
See you next week, guys.
Let's talk about your favorite anime. Rate, discuss, and theorize on your favorite episodes. Stan your favorite Pinoy cosplayers. And listen to Pinoy J-pop rising icons. In partnership with Global TV Network and Otaku Play PH, we're now bringing you the latest in everything anime with Animazing Show. With your hosts, Ralph Labitag, IK Divina, and Jay Agonoy. Animazing Show!